It's Monday morning. Welcome, Monday morning crowd, okay? I'm going to include the warm-up in the recording today because I fear that some people just jump on, do it stiff, sore, and then feel hellish after it and probably do some damage along the way. So the warm-up's probably going to be longer than the actual workout itself, but don't scrimp on a warm-up, okay? It's going to get you performing at your best. The difference between warming everything up and priming your muscles and body and mind for a workout compared to not, it's a huge difference, okay? So if you're not in the habit of doing a good warm-up, I'm going to show you how to do one. And this warm-up we do it every time before we do a live class. So you can apply that to anything. If you're about to lift weights, you're about to go a run, cycle, swim, walk, anything, okay? HIIT. So let's get the show on the road. First things we're going to do, well, 3 mobilization exercises, okay? Now, it's a matter of trying to get the best out of them that you can, okay? If you're just going to hold this half-arsed and half-heartedly, you're not going to get a great deal out of it. But all I'm trying to do here is focus on pushing my heels towards the floor, locking my knees out, and then pushing my hips back. That's what I'm thinking about for the bottom half of my body. The top half of my body, I'm trying to push through those arms until I feel that stretch in and around the upper back, around the armpit area, all the while just trying to take it a wee bit further. Okay, so the first one here, I'm just simply trying to get rid of any of that tightness. We get a lot out of this stretch, okay? Everything up the back end of our body's getting a good stretch here, okay? So, great one to do before you do anything. Great one to do when you roll out of bed, which some of you have. So, perfect timing. We're going to bring the feet nice and close together. And then we're going to, if you pay attention to the transition, I'm not just sinking down. I want you to push through the arms, trying to just stretch out those upper back muscles before you then drop the hips down. Okay, so I'm pushing up through the arms, up towards the sky. The focus here is on trying to stretch everything out up the front end. Predominantly, you're going to feel that anywhere around your kind of midsection, okay? Now I'm trying to push through rather than just drop the hips and put all that horrible pressure on my lower back. So I'm pushing up through, actively trying to stretch everything out. And then I'm going to come back up. So I'm bringing my feet a wee bit wider. Width of your feet is down to you, okay? Play around with the width. See what the best stretch is you can get. So now that I'm in this second one, I'm able to take it a wee bit further. I feel a bit more loose, limbered up a little bit. So I'm going to go side to side while still maintaining that focus of the stretch. So I'm still trying to push back, but I'm going side to side with my hips, okay? And that's just stretching out the groin a wee bit more and mobilizing the hips ever so slightly. And then I can add that twist of the torso in as well to just try and open up that upper back muscle. So I'm dropping back down again, everybody. Dropping back down, pushing through. And you can do this as much as you want. We're only going to do it twice. That's a hell of a close-up as always. Beautiful, okay? Nice to see you blew your nose before coming on camera. At least you've done that this morning. Right, I'm pushing up through this one. Good. And then I'm back up. And on this transition now, I want you to just walk your hands slowly towards your feet. Try not to bend your knees, okay? Keep them soft. And just take your time. Get to a point in which you feel that, oof, I can't really go much further. I'm going to break form. Pause, and then just release, okay? And you can do that sequence as much as you like. Next up, okay, we're going to mobilize the spine a wee bit and everything involved in this stretch, which is again another good posterior chain stretch, okay, all those muscles up the back end of us. So I'm standing up nice and tall, okay, standing up nice and tall, getting my posture set first, shoulders pulled back, chest opened up, nice and proud. I'm not trying to, overextend my back. I want to open everything up. Tuck my chin in, feel that stretch down the neck extensors, and then follow that pattern of tucking the chin in while you go down, okay? So I'm not trying to go towards my feet. I'm simply trying to roll my spine up into a ball. Keep pushing that up, which is going to help lengthen everything out down the spine, okay? And then you're going to get down and start feeling the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back kicking into it. All the while, remember, tuck that chin in, roll that spine up. Don't just try to go straight for the toes. So I'm pulling myself in, straightening out the legs as best I can to enhance that stretch, and then I'm releasing. Okay, so I'm taking my time with it. I'm coming back out, one vertebrae at a time. Click, 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 click. Undoing it all. And then I'm back down. We're going to do 3 of these in total. So this being number 2. Tuck the chin in. And it's all based on feel, okay? So if you get to a point that feels a wee bit stiff, just take your time with it. Push it out, stretch it out. And that is down to you and you alone.
So again, I'm trying to roll up. I'm trying to look back up towards the sky through my own belly button, if you like. And then when I get to the point I feel I can't go much further, you can bring your arms behind your legs, pull yourself in ever so slightly, straighten out the knees, tuck that chin in, and then release. Okay, and again, you can do as much of this as you want. So 3, we go for 3, 3, and 3. 3 exercises, 3 reps, or 3 transitions of each, and that's enough to just get everything going, okay? So if you wake up feeling pretty damn stiff and sore in the morning, it's a good one to get you going. It's a good one just to ease everything out. But I'm a big fan of doing these 3 before we exercise. And we take our time with these. They're nice and slow, nice and static. Good. It's a good idea to do these because we're nice and slow. It's a good idea to do these. Is this number 2? Number 3? This is number 3. Maybe it's number 4, but we're going to do it anyway. So is it number 3? Is this number 3? Are we on number 3 now? Are we done 3? Who knows? Just go with it. This is number 3. If it's number 4, forgive me. Okay? Another one's only going to benefit you. So if you find yourself, I don't know, crawling out of bed at 0 crack 0 0, and it's freezing outside, it's a good idea to do these in the comfort of your house before you go outside, okay? So you can do all your dynamic warm-up outside if you don't want to wake everybody up, including the neighbours. It's a good idea to do them in a nice warm environment, okay? Don't be going out into the freezing cold to do them. Right, okay, next up, we're opening up the hips. We're opening up the hips by means of a squat, okay? So we're bringing the feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to drive the toes into the ground. I'm going to sit back into a squat. Now you go as low as you're able to before you start to feel some tightness kick in. Okay, so I'm going to show you side on what I'm after. Nice neutral spine. I'm squatting, I'm pulling my knees apart, and I'm trying to push my hips back. My hips back, not my butt, okay? Don't want to do this nonsense. You see people doing that, stick your bum back. Don't be doing that nonsense, okay? Put your back into overextension. Ain't good. So I'm pushing my hips back while bending my knees. And as soon as I feel I get to a point, which I would say was here, I'm feeling tightness in my groin, that this neutral spine is now going to be compromised if I go any lower. So I'm going to start arching my back. So I don't want that. Take it to the point in which you feel, and this is where you might have to do it next to a mirror, so you can truly see, because sometimes, you know, your hips will dip underneath and you don't quite feel it, okay, like mine are now. So pull the knees apart, pull the chest up and try and push your pelvis, your hips through and get that good stretch out in the groin, okay, and actively pull the knees apart, force the chest up. It's not the most comfortable of stretches. Back up, okay, shake it out, let everything regulate, and then we're going to go for number 2. Number 2. So set yourself up with good form. Don't be like, oh, you know, I'm feeling stiff and sore, so I'm going to stand a wee bit wider and point my toes out more to compensate. Do it the way you're meant to do it, okay? And struggle where you're going to struggle, rather than try to compensate around it, because you're trying to train your body and mobilize your body the way it's meant to work, the way we want it to work. So if you work around it, you're not going to get better. So again, I'm down. I'm not just casually putting my elbows into my knees, feeling a wee stretch in the groin. I'm pushing those elbows into the knees hard. I'm pulling those knees apart, feeling the glutes firing up now, pushing the pelvis through to really enhance that stretch while trying to force the chest up. Okay, so it's not the most comfortable. And what I can do while maintaining that groin stretch is, if you're getting down to reasonable depth, you can start stretching out the ankles. Don't use the ankle stretch as an excuse to come out of your groin stretch. There's no reason for it. Keep that stretch on, keep pushing the hips through, keep pulling the knees apart, and just try to sit your bum down onto the heel while putting a bit of weight down the way, not over the knee, okay? So I'm trying to sit down, your heel's going to lift off, which is what we're wanting, because that's giving us the range to stretch it out, okay? And then I'm back up. So that's 2 in-depth stretches I've done. Now, if your mobility's pretty crap, okay, depending where you are in the world, squatting down, you're going to be struggling. You're going to find yourself up about here going, oh, okay, and just feeling it all in the quads. No sympathy, okay, you're getting none of it. How do you get better? Keep pushing through it. Keep stretching out. Whatever point you're at, whether it's up here and you're stretching everything out and it's uncomfortable, or you're down here, keep striving to get better. So number 3 is just a case of, yep, I'm feeling like I've opened up those hips and I'm feeling like I'm pretty mobile now, okay? So I'm ready to begin my dynamic warm-up. There's your 3 static ones. Throw them in any time of the day. If you're sat down a lot of time, okay, if you're sat down all day long, get up and crack them. It doesn't have to be as long as we've just done, but keep
Keep reminding your body those positions that you're trying to get it into rather than, sorry, we're into leg swings now. So now we're getting dynamic. We're going to start getting the heart rate up. Not exactly to the limit, but we're on the move now, generating a bit of heat, that kinetic energy, you know. So I'm swinging the leg. Okay, so I'm stretching on the move now. So each swing that I'm doing, do roughly 10. Don't need to count. All I'm doing is swinging that leg until I feel that any stiffness at the extremes is starting to ease out, and I feel that that leg's flowing pretty well. So whether or not you done leg day yesterday or 2 days ago and your legs are agony, this will still get rid of the stiffness. You won't get rid of that muscular pain and discomfort and fatigue, but you should most certainly be getting rid of the stiffness, as then you're able to move through a range. So all I'm saying is, if your legs are tired, for example, doesn't matter, okay? This should still be effective enough to get you moving the best that you already can move. This is not mobility overhaul, everybody. This is us just warming up, opening up the mobility that we've already got. So side swings I'm on now, as you can see, leaning into the wall. Good full range swing sideways. If you've never done it before, it can feel a wee bit weird. It can feel a wee bit uncoordinated, if you like. The more you do it, the more natural it's going to feel, okay? And just watch you don't kick the ground and jar your knee on the way down. Okay, so again, you might be falling behind. That's fine. If you're still catching up or you still need to swing those legs a wee bit, do so. But just catch it up as you go. I'll give you time. So now we're going to go for what we would call toe touches, but don't focus on trying to touch the toes. I want you to focus on this hip unit, the pelvis. I want you to push the pelvis back with soft knees, and as a result, you're going to feel the hamstrings, glutes, and the lower back getting a good stretch, and then push forward, squeezing the butt, okay? Trying to get that glute activation fired up. So I'm pushing back, pushing back, pushing back, driving forwards. I'm trying to keep a proud chest. I'm never thinking about bowing forward. I'm never thinking about going down. I'm thinking about my hips going back and keeping my chest up, and as a result, I'm able to maintain this neutral spine. Okay, now yes, I've been doing it a wee while. I've got decent mobility. Why? Because I do the mobility overhaul classes. That's why, no excuse. So you might find yourself going back, getting to about here. You can't push those hips back. Everything feels all stretched out, so then you go like this. Okay, in this instance, for the stretch, that's fine. Okay, you're still striving to get as far as you can without breaking that spine. Breaking the spine, don't break the spine. Breaking that nice neutral spine form. Okay, we don't want to be breaking that. It's okay in a warm-up because it's going to help us enhance that stretch just a little bit further, as you can see. However, we don't want to be doing that when we're throwing a kettlebell around, do we? We don't want to be opening all those vertebrae up. So feet width with that one, it's personal preference. You can go real wide, you can go real narrow. You can do a bit of both. Play around with it, see what you need to be done. Right, we've opened up the hips, we've loosened off everything down below. Let's get jogging on the spot. Let's start getting the heart rates up a wee bit. Now, when I say jogging on the spot, I mean get the feet moving, okay? Your feet should be coming off the ground. None of this weird stuff like you're on one of those stepper machines that you got off the TV, okay? So jogging on the spot, shake the arms off, focus on your breathing, and just try. This up here, just try to make it feel heavy and just try to loosen it off. So if you've woke up in a stress going, God no, it's 20 minutes past 9, I'm supposed to be doing my live class at 1:30, and you've turned up with all that stress in your shoulders, okay, just try to shake it out, make everything feel nice and heavy. So arms across the chest now, we're going to open up the chest, focus on your breathing here, pulling those arms back. Now the whole time we're doing this shoulder drill, I want you to focus on the shoulder blades, okay? I want you to pull them together, keep them pulled together, and use the arm movements to warm up the shoulder joint and everything else connected around them, rather than giving into poor mobility and starting to shrug, okay? Starting to do all this nonsense. So keep the shoulder girdle down and relaxed. Straight arms up, nice and graceful, okay? As you can see, I'm keeping my arms locked out. I go as far as I can. You might get to here and you start to feel that shrug happening or start to feel that bend in the elbows. Get your overhead mobility overhaul classes done then if that's the case. Push through and push through. Okay, we've worked on all this stuff plenty of times now. So if that is a known issue for you, which for a lot of people it is, that overhead mobility, okay, we spend a lot of time sat down, bad form, hunched over, even stood up. Side arms, you're going to find a lot of tightness in those shoulders. It's common. Doesn't mean to say it's acceptable though. It's not acceptable. Get it sorted. It's for your own benefit, okay? So I'm keeping my shoulder blades pulled down, and I'm keeping these arms nice and straight, and just trying to warm up the shoulder joint itself. Okay, shake those arms out, focus on your breathing, keep those feet moving, and now I'm going to start flicking the fingers. I say flicking the fingers because I don't want you going, ah! Want it nice and relaxed, okay? Full punch out, but pull all the way back in. I don't want this either, okay? We're trying to warm up the muscles within the shoulder joint itself, so try to keep those big deltoid muscles relaxed, okay? Keep your arms feeling heavy, out to the sides, hit, hit, hit. It's roasting. Right, might be the double espresso I had 5 minutes before the start of the class. Might be, might not be. Punching up towards the sky. Focus on your breathing. Good. Okay, relax the feet there. Keep focusing on the breathing. I want you to do some shoulder shrugs. Circles forwards. Think of big circles. Working that full shoulder girdle. Okay, pulling back, lifting up, pushing down, and then go back the way. So big circles back the way now. And just try to keep those arms relaxed. And again, we're moving the shoulder girdle itself. Okay, definitely don't move for this one. Tuck the chin in, keep the shoulders level throughout this one. And all I want you to do is big rotations, okay? Take your time. I want you to do 2 full rotations before we begin. Getting the heart rates up for the warm-up. For the circuit. Okay, so 2 full rotations. If you encounter any significant tightness, hang about there for a couple seconds. Okay, if you're feeling pain, so if you're rotating your neck around and you're feeling a lot of grizzle noises, and you're feeling a lot of tightness and pain, you know what my answer is going to be, don't you? Yep, mobility overhaul. The neck one now, we've got a full library of them. We've been working through head to toe. You've got no excuse, literally no excuse under the sun now. Right, okay, so you've got 60 seconds, and then we're going to start breaking you in to get the heart rate up. So this is the time to fart about. After this, there'll be no farting about. We're warm, we're good to go. Don't even think about it. We're warm, we're good to go. And now it is time to get the heart rates up before we break it in. It's a 10-minute workout. We do not want to start the 10-minute workout in the state we're in just now, as in heart rates kind of chilled, because otherwise you're just going to suffer and you're going to start slowing down, and it's going to take you 4 exercises to get into it. We want to be into it the minute that buzzer goes for exercise 1. So on that note, let's get the feet moving. I'm going to gradually get your heart rate up, and we're going to use this time right now to practice the exercises that are complicated. There's 8 exercises to get through this morning. 4 are simple, 4 are probably not so simple. And I'll only have 15 seconds in between each exercise to explain what we're doing. And I need 10 of those seconds to speak. So we're going to jumping jack, okay? Jumping jacks, as if we're working out now, not lazy jumping jacks, big, proud jumping jacks. Focus on your breathing. I'm giving you nice, low impact exercises that are going to get the heart rate up, get you in or close to that working zone, so that when that buzzer goes, you are like a gun dog. Oof. Right, okay. High knees, but quite quarter of the way, I would say. Focus on driving the arms. Focus on your breathing. And stick with me here, because we're going to break into this workout before you know it. So nice and light on the toes, flicking them back. Nice, fast feet, okay, on the ball of the foot, nice and fast. Fast, 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 fast. Back to our jumping jacks. Don't conserve energy here. Okay, these exercises aren't robbing you of it. They get your heart rate up. You want to get your heart rate up. It's going to make you perform better when that buzzer goes. Back into high knees all the way now. High knee, high knee, high knee. So you can hear, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You should be too. Nice and light on the toes. Right. Exercises that are complicated. This is not the order we're doing them in. These are the 4 random complicated exercises. The first one, listen to it. It's a jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. I want you practicing these as part of the warm-up after you copy me. Jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. Let me show you again. It's a jumping jack. It's a jump squat. It's a burpee. Jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. Say it in your head, okay? Make sure you're getting that jump in. Practice a few of them. Pretty simple. Make sure it's controlled. The key part with this is your jump squat is the perfect squat you've ever done. I don't want to see this, okay, because you're trying to rush fast. Next exercise is an inchworm walkout only. New exercise, you saw it here first. We walk out, we walk in, we walk out, we walk in. I want you to think about the hips. I'm trying to walk in as close to my feet as my mobility will let me. Happy? Easy. Okay, that's going to get the arms tired. Next up, it's a double thruster bunny hop burpee. Of course it is. So let me show you. A double thruster burpee is just basically down, out, in, out. So that's your double thruster. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy? Practice them now, please. I want 2 reps. I'm going to keep going, but I'll go slow for you. So it's a burpee out. It's a burpee in, out, land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burpee out, burpee in, burpee out, burpee in. Happy? That is going to show your quads how it's done. Finally, the last complicated exercise is a Terminator burpee. Press up. I feel like I've done the 10-minute workout already. The Terminator burpee press up. Let me show you. I jump out. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Press up. Jump in, jump up. It's a Terminator. So I'm out. I jump to the side. I jump back. I jump to the side. I jump back. I do my press up. And then jump in. Oh, aye. It's a 10-minute workout this morning, let me tell you. Get ready, we're going for it. So hopefully your heart rates are up a wee bit like mine. And in 30 seconds, oh dear, oh, I'm shaking all over the shop. 30 seconds, we go for it. Okay, 10-minute workout, you know the score, or you might not. This is not pacing yourself. This is not cruising around in your comfort zone. This is hell for leather. 8 exercises, 60 seconds on with 15 seconds rest. In 10 seconds, we're going for high knees with an overhead punch. Stand by for 5, 3, 2, let's do it. Go for it. So high knees. I'm bringing the knees up as high as I can and I'm leaning back, but then I'm punching. Okay, get the punch going. All the way up, I'm showing you side on. I want you to see and understand that it's high knees. It is not this. Okay, high knees. Focus on your breathing. 10-minute workout. If you're new to it, push yourself as hard as you can right now, because at the end of it, after 10 minutes, I guarantee if you say to yourself, I could have worked harder, it would have been in these first 2 minutes. So go for it. 25 seconds. This is not meant to be easy. After 30 seconds, you should be struggling, as you can hear. It's all about mental strength on this one. Muscles are burning, heart, lungs are burning, but we just keep going anyway. Why? Because it's only 10 minutes. Relax, focus on your breathing. Your next exercise, jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. First one we practiced, 5 seconds. If you're not sure, follow me. Go, jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. Jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. Okay, make sure you're getting those squats perfect. Yes, we're going fast. Yes, we're pushing ourselves to the limit, but our rep quality is always perfect. I'm making boo-boos left, right and centre. Hope you're not copying me. Jumping jack, jump squat, burpee. Okay, this is going to teach you these complicated exercises. It's going to teach you that when you're struggling to breathe, and you're severely in the hurt locker, it's going to teach you to be mentally composed, which is tough, okay? When your body's in a bad place, it's hard to keep in control of your mind. Relax, but practice it, okay? It's not a gift. You get better at it the more you practice it. In 5 seconds, inchworm walk in, walk outs, no stand up. 3, 2, stand by, go. Sort of walk out, I walk in, I walk out, I walk in. I want you to make sure that you're constantly moving those hands. Full press up position, back into the feet. Full press up position, back into the feet. Make sure you do not dip those hips. This will be a core exercise if you do it properly. Okay, I'm down. Squeeze the core, squeeze the butt, lift up. It's all in the hips. Therefore, you should be feeling those deep core muscles. Do not let that back sag. Do not let those hips sag. Push it hard, everybody. One more rep always. You know the mentality now, okay? Don't stop and think about it. You could be doing another rep in that time. Don't let logic kick in, okay? Turn that volume down of that voice that's telling you, oh man, what are you doing? And turn that voice up to say, 10-minute workout. Right, stand by, fast, alternative, leg raises. We're lying flat. I'm up, I reach up. Stand by, go. So look at me. I'm going vertical. I'm not just trying to touch my toes. I'm trying to touch the ceiling here, everybody. So my upper body is punching up. This is fast as I can go. It's powerful. Okay, it's explosive. Punch up, punch up. Throw those arms up. If you do this properly, it's killer, okay? You need to focus on launching that upper body up, hit, towards the sky. Dig deep. Each exercise, you're only doing it once. Don't pace it. Don't break it down into sets. Just keep throwing yourself into the next rep. No matter what, keep that head under control. Relax, back up on your feet. Next exercise, everybody. It's a double thruster bunny hop burpee. The in, out, in, out, in, out. 4 bounces. Make sure your feet are coming off the ground. This is a tough one. Quads will be on fire. Push through it with this. Go. I'm out. I'm in. I'm out. I'm in. I'm out. I land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was slow for you. All you're trying to do is replicate being at the bottom of a squat. Make sure you're fighting that chest up. Make sure your knees are pulled apart. Four mini hops. Keep throwing yourself at it, everybody. It's tough, but it's meant to be. Don't be surprised by that. If you're struggling to keep going, that's good. That means you're pushing yourself, which is hard. Where the mental discipline comes in is to continually keep pushing yourself, even though you feel like hell. Seal jacks next. It's like a jumping jack. Arms are out here. Pull them back. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's not relaxed. I'm pulling those straight arms back. Get the breathing under control, but keep pushing yourself. Shoulder blades, I'm squeezing them, pulling back. I want you to imagine you're holding a resistance band, pulling that resistance band. If you do it properly, you'll feel this in your back and in your shoulders. It's a killer at this point in the workout anyway. 2 exercises after these. Come on, everybody. Dig deep. As long as you're working as hard as you can, you're going to get better. If you're struggling, you're going to get better. If you're cruising, pacing, you're going to stay the same. And chances are, you're probably in discomfort anyway. Relax. So push yourself. Get something from it. Next up, 1 body weight squat, 1 tuck jump. Controlled, explosive, nasty. Go. I'm down. Do not blend them. Squat up, tuck jump. Position the feet. What I don't want you doing, do not do this. Okay, separate them. Good squat, stand up. Tuck jump, so from the side. I want you to focus. Getting those knees to your chin. Do not lift the feet behind you. When you're landing on the tuck jump, absorb the impact. Nice and light, okay? Remember, every rep counts. Don't slow down. It's 10 minutes. And this is the last exercise coming at you now. You go for it. It's the Terminator burpee press up. Terminator, 3, press up 1, burpee, stand by. I'm out. Jump the feet to the side, jump them back out. Out to the side, press up, jump in, big jump, repeat, out, side, out, press up. Fuller on the knees. If you have to do your press up on the knees, that's fine. Come on, this is it now. The finish line is in sight, racing towards us. You've only got 35 seconds. I want you to feel in your head, you could not have squeezed a single extra rep out. Just keep throwing yourself into the next one. Don't care how much your body's struggling. Conquer it with the head. Realise that you can do a hell of a lot more than this thing wants you to do. And it's that 1 more rep mentality. Oh, right. Drag your butt up onto your feet. You walk around. Don't care if you don't have a lot of room. Walk in circles. If you find yourself hyperventilating, as in, walk around and listen to me. Take a big breath in through your nose and pause. And then breathe out. Breathe out again. Pause. Big breath in through the nose. Pause. Breathe out. And again. Pause. Add the pause at the top and the bottom. Focus on 2. Big exhalations out. Your heart rate isn't up. You aren't struggling like hell because you're struggling for oxygen. Your body can deal without oxygen. It's good at it. It's designed to. It's all that carbon dioxide. So that's why focus on that good double exhalation out, and you'll find very quickly you can talk again. Might not be there yet, but you're getting a lot better. Whereas if you're just walking around, you're not going to recover very quickly, okay? 10-minute workout. If you're struggling, walk around, get yourself back to a happy medium before you go about your day. Don't sit down. Don't just finish this and go and sit down. Okay, go a walk, bring everything back down. Or if you're in a rush and you've got to go and get ready, just take your time with it, okay? Keep on the move, that's fine. What I don't want you to do is go and sit down after this until your body's restored back to normal. Everything's firing in all cylinders. You sit down, it's still firing in all cylinders. It's just the blood doesn't flow around anymore because you're not moving. So then you start to feel like crap and you don't want to get back up again. That's the whole point. 10-minute workout number 15. I hope you enjoyed it. I included the warm-up to make sure that you know how to warm up properly, and those people on the recorded version are definitely warming up properly. Don't scrimp on it, it's very important. Okay, a good warm-up is setting you up to perform very well. Right, have a good day. Thank you for following along, and you know the drill by now. Every Monday, 10-minute workout.